even more diamonds. I'm gonna try to set a waypoint there. Just to see. Okay, maybe it has something to do with that. Defeat an enemy with ancient magic. Where are the enemies? I don't see them, but I see some of these glowing fireflies, or lacewing flies. Let's look at the map. Yeah, we're basically standing on that waypoint we made. Looks like more specifically it's in trees. Oh, if I zoom in more, it tells me more. Oh, okay. If you see this icon at a location, hover over it to reveal any hidden icons that may be at the same location. I don't know exactly what that means. But yeah, if I zoom out too far, things become diamonds. If I zoom in, we can see it better. So it might have had nothing at all to do with the balloons in the sky. It's probably this mongrel lair. Somewhere in these trees. That's probably why it says defeat an enemy with ancient magic. I'm not seeing anything though. Could be I'm just not in the right spot. Well, something scared all those birds.
Revelio.
And it looks like those are mongrels. Cast Stupefy at an enemy. So I need a Protego or something. Like that.
Stupefy.
Alright. Now we got some mongrel fur.
Revelio.
I somehow don't feel like that was a lair, though. The lairs seem to be more in the trees. And another Iron Maiden. They really love their Iron Maidens. Let's look at the map. Oh yeah, we're even further away. But it looks like if we head nearly straight, we can find it. And I'll try to cast Revelio when we get
Revelio.
somewhat nearby, because maybe that'll highlight an entrance or all of this stuff. Defeat an enemy with ancient magic.
Stupefy. Revelio.
Alright.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. 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 Stupefy.
Not the flashiest combat. And a lot more of them came out than I expected.
Revelio.
Got a lot of mongrel fur now. Oops. runestone. That was probably kind of what keyed me into this spot, the highlighting. Is that something I could loot? No.
Revelio.
Then a couple bags. Then we'll look back at the map and see if this either went away or... That was one loud sack. Or if it has a check mark or something to indicate. Alright, let's take a look. No, nothing to say anything happened at all. Well, that's kind of a shame. I mean, maybe it'll repopulate. But at the same time, it's not something I necessarily want to be like, oh, is that something I solved or not? So, spider lair. That was where the ruins we kind of started to go through. But realized there's stuff we can't reach. Then a treasure vault. Was that the blindingly bright room? I think it was. Either way, we'll start heading north. Which I think is this way. We don't really have a compass. Well, at the very least, this signpost points us back in the right direction. Thornback shooter. Ignite a shooter as it's preparing to attack. I'll wait for it. Prepare.
Incendio.
There we go.
8 legs is simply too many.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Any spider
Revelio.
fangs? No. So yeah, there are definitely some hostile creatures along these roads. And then some non-hostile creatures. Like, what's up, buddy? Wait a second. I don't think this was on the map. Or perhaps it was. No, this wasn't here. So some stuff we... Okay, I'm even more confused by this stuff now. Because yeah, this wasn't here. But the treasure vault was. I would say we have to have stumbled upon it first. But then we haven't been this way yet. So we shouldn't know about the Dug Bog lair. Or even the Mongrel lair. I don't know how the map works. But another Merlin trial would be much appreciated. And maybe we even have the tools for it. So, any hints on what to do with this?
Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Okay, looks like Accio is the trick. Don't honestly know how I could have known that ahead of time.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I think that's all of them.
Revelio.
Say obviously not, because it didn't complete. So yep, there are some more.
Accio.
Let's go ahead and loot these lacewing flies.
Revelio.
Oops, that's not the button for loot.
Accio.
Now it's also becoming daytime. There's even more of these, huh?
Revelio.
Where could they be? Okay, it would appear that they're in groups of 3, maybe. Actually, that could have nothing to do with it. I don't think that has anything to do with it either. Or maybe it does. Because I'm seeing more Accio things, I think. Or maybe this is what lit up. And no, we definitely haven't been in here.
Revelio.
Oops. Yeah, there's all kinds of secrets.
Accio.
Maybe that opened up whatever's down here. If it was blocked by anything. Probably a door right here.
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Okay. So there's something up there. And it looked like there was chests down here. Guessing that has something to do with everything. It's the only other thing that highlights.
Accio.
Oh. It's like some kind of gravity magic. Silver spectacles. Same stats as what we have on. However, that had nothing to do with the Merlin trial. So back to figure out that. Ooh, that was a funny noise.
Revelio.
Must have been that rabbit. I'm guessing these are more lacewing flies. Oh, and some dark mongrels. We'll go back to those in a moment. They'll be useful for Wakenweld potion, I do believe.
Protego. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Speaking of which, we're to complete the battle without using one. Which, not too hard. They don't have anything that breaks through Protego. Oh, what's over here? A field guide page. Which also hadn't shown up before.
Revelio.
Murtlap tentacles. Murtlap tentacles are a rare potion ingredient known to raise resistance to certain dark charms and contain healing properties. An overdose, however, can cause purple ear hair. Aha. Some more glasses we don't need. More of these lacewing flies. And a boat that... some leech juice. Excellent. I feel like I'm getting further and further away from that Merlin trial. Maybe it does pay to go off the beaten path. Sometimes. Okay. Merlin trial, where'd you go? Oh, technically we are on a path, so we're not even off the beaten path. But if we alter course just slightly, I keep heading this way. The lace wings make noise even when they're not there anymore. Okay, here we are. I remember this little one. So what are we missing, Mr. Merlin statue?
Revelio.
No, that's just more lacewing flies. However, maybe... Oh, not just more lacewing flies. Lacewing flies we've already looted. Oh, there you are.
Accio. That's that. Settled.
I just wasn't looking high enough. That was my bad. Five more to go and we'll have more gear slots. Does that at least go away? Okay, that at least goes away. So did the Revelio page. So some stuff does go away. That's good to know. Let's head back up to Lower Hogsfield. Try to find the path again. Yeah, that actually wasn't very far off the path at all. I'm surprised I missed it. Well, hello there. I'm going the wrong way. Am I facing the right way now? I am. Okay, now I think we go this direction. I hate having to constantly go to the map. Yep. Oh, that direction, okay. Thornback shooter, they're not too bad.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy.
And they're blocking some toadstools. And a little more ancient magic.
Revelio.
But no spider fangs. Once we turn our quest into Arn, I'm going to want to go through some of these pages. I think we have some new stuff to dig through. Hey, where are your carts, man?
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
But we let them loose.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
It was actually pretty difficult. I died a few times.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
That sounds wonderful.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
You are welcome.
All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Sounds good.
Why don't you have a little peruse?
I guess your carts have arrived. Okay, looks like we can buy mandrakes. And the venomous tentacula. Just a few random... Oh, Chinese chomping cabbages. A few of the things we've seen in our botany class. A couple potions. Yeah, not much to actually buy, to be perfectly honest. The mallow sweet leaves could be useful. But at some point we might be able to grow those ourselves. We can sell off all our downgrades.
More than happy to purchase that. Good to have stock, I always say.
Oh yeah, this is a side grade. But I do want to look at the rarity. It's quite possible we should start focusing on that a little bit more.
Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and start going through this menu. Got the Highland Explorer cap. Pretty sure I'm not going to be a fan of that. And then quests. The Lucky Leprechaun gloves. Those I might like. But yeah, we've completed enough side and relationship quests. Next is the Lucky Leprechaun hat. Maybe. And then combat. Oh, not quite enough spiders. Oh wow, for mongrels we've already got some stuff. Gear trait recipe reward. Lupus protection 1. And we can unlock Lupus protection 2. So yeah, might be starting to look at some of the legendary stuff. Or at least the rarities. Because we're starting to get traits and perhaps soon be able to upgrade them. Excellent. Let's go ahead and look at collections. Appearances. The Goblin Slayer or Lucky Leprechaun gloves. Probably the opposite of Goblin Slayers. A pair of gloves for the Lucky Reveler, earned by completing side quests. I think... No, that wasn't all, because we also have this one. The Highland Explorer cap. A cap in shades of emerald for the intrepid explorer, earned by collecting field guide pages in the Highlands. Nope, there is still more. What are we missing? Here we go. The Goblin-made helmet. A Goblin-made helmet, the highest in Goblin standard, earned by helping the Goblin Arn recover his lost carts. And then Revelio pages. We got one for those tentacle-looking deals. There we go. The Murtlap tentacles. And then, what's this? 1 of 75. Traits. Special attributes that may be applied to gear once the loom is unlocked. Special attributes that may be applied to gear once the loom is unlocked in the room of requirement. Traits can be found in collection chests at bandit camps throughout the Highlands. Okay. Oh, and we need puffskein fur to even make this. Or to do something with it. So yeah, we still have not quite got everything covered with traits yet. And more enemies. This would be the mongrels. Dark mongrels to be specific. Keeping as much distance as possible from dark mongrels will make dealing with them relatively easy. If it gets in close, its attacks can be repelled with shield charms, and then a counterattack with any mastered spells. As it begins to charge in from afar, blasting it backwards with Depulso is particularly effective. Alright. They are easy enough to deal with just by getting my Protego up in time. Inventory. The mongrel fur. We had it before, but we turned it in. Tufts of fur gathered from fearsome mongrels. The ingredient is used as part of the Edris potion. And then let's look at her gear. Okay, it is the same defense, or same rarity level. So that didn't matter very much. Oh, what kind of... We got so many appearance items, it's hard to keep track. That actually does look pretty cool. Not as cool as this, though. I'm starting to like the no hat look again. We'll take a look at the Highland... Oops. At the Highland Explorer cap. And go back to no hat right away. We had some changes with our gloves. The lucky leprechaun gloves, to be precise. I kind of like it. Matches some of her belts and straps. And to be perfectly honest, I can't remember what any other ones were yet. Might take a deep dive into those later on. We're almost level 17. So we have a couple options. We kind of want to get to Hogsmeade. We could go around Hogwarts and see what we see along the way. There's at least a Merlin trial. In fact, there's one off to our left too. So we might check those out. Or we could go through Hogwarts and complete a few things, like talk to Professor Fig or find Zenobia's gobstones. But I think what we'll do is we'll go to Olivander. So we'll go around Hogwarts. First, let's take a look, see if we can't find that Merlin trial that's supposedly over
Seems
here.
a pleasant enough little place.
Just because more gear slots means we'll have to stop less to sell off stuff. Oh, this kind of looks like a mechanic that we saw previously. And there we go.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Go ahead and use some Mallow Sweet. I don't know how much of that we have left, but until we run out. And Accio that one. Bring it on over. Oh, more of these moonstone. Okay, there's the next set of them. And it tends to happen in threes. So I think that's the last set right there.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Nah, this seems simple enough so far. Probably find some that are a little bit more troublesome later, but for now. And more of these balloon things, whatever those are all for. Let's go back towards the road. Kind of keep our eyes peeled for any lootables or any combat. Either we're just kind of heading to a more dangerous area before, or just a little ways off the road you'll start encountering stuff. Alright, there's a cabin we passed. Let me look at the map. Okay, it looks like it is actually down this path. So we'll take this little side path. See if we can't find us a Merlin trial. Like this guy right here looked... I was confused about him at first, and I think that's what we're looking for. Or maybe not. Could just be we're out of Malice Suite. Let us double check that. Inventory. No, we have 5 Malice Suite leaves. So perhaps this isn't active yet. We'll look at the map to see if we're in the right spot. Oh, not quite. We have to head upwards around this little bend. Oh, actually, it's up on this little cliffside. So I don't even think we've seen it before. And should be right around here. I am curious on what that little divot in the ground was. Ah, this looks like we're getting on the right track. Here we
I know
go.
a Merlin trial when I see one.
Oh, I know what that little divot in the ground is for.
Accio!
Or at least I think I do. I think we have to get this big boulder into it. Maybe if we Levioso?
Levioso!
No. Maybe we don't have the tools.
Accio!
Does it move at all? Oh. Here we go. Maybe I was just trying to take it away, it didn't want to go. I'll release Accio and just kind of let it roll. Oh boy. It didn't like that at all. I think I was on the right track though.
Accio!
Let's see if we can't bring it back. Oops. Oh no. Release.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
So I was correct. That did have to do with the Merlin trial. I just didn't quite have all the pieces. And the next one should be off to the left of Hogwarts. Kind of use some of this fun parkouring here. Alright, maybe I should stick to the roads a little bit. But who knows, there could be more stuff to discover. And will there be a path to take us around? It looks like there is. Perfect. Uncharted territory. What awaits us? Just want to double check kind of what path we're on here. So it looks like it does look like we might encounter a river area, and then we'll be all the way to the left. I don't know what this big field is, but then there'll be a bridge, and then the Merlin trial. Alright. So we're still, well, I mean, obviously we're within the vicinity of Hogwarts. A little higher up than I expected, though. Nice waterfall sounds. Some more of this stuff that I don't know what it's useful for. So that looks like an interesting tower. It's not necessarily the direction we want to go, but I feel like it might be worth exploring. We might have some tools that we need, and if anything, it'll be kind of easy to track down again if we run into some stuff that we don't need or don't have access to. Our other options, we could flame travel, but then we would have missed things like this. And here's the test. We can enter. Alright, let's look around it first. See if there's anything.
Revelio.
Well, there's a chest inside. That's a good start. There's gotta be more to this little area than just a chest, though. And that's a downgrade. Quite a few owls. It's also indicated on the road here with the statues. So this must be some kind of owlery. Oh yeah. Does that mean there's somebody up here? Somebody probably tends to them all. Oh, I hear a Revelio page. It's probably around here somewhere. Like right here. Hogwarts Owls. School owls and owls owned by students can be found in the Hogwarts Owlery. One is advised to explore carefully, keeping an eye out for owl droppings, and regurgitated mouse skeletons. Yeah, I imagine there'd be quite a few droppings around here. Oh, see a page floating around. Oh, so we're technically in Hogwarts still. Does it count as a Hogwarts page? Oh, and there's a Levioso. As far as people, though, I'm not seeing anybody. Although in this world, the owls are smart enough that if they needed something, they could probably maybe not take care of it themselves, but find their owners. You know what? This actually would have been a perfect place for a Zenobia gobstone, just to really throw me off. But it doesn't appear to be the case. So besides a couple field guide pages and a chest, not a whole lot here. Oh, that's what that large field was. It's the Quidditch field. Which I knew our headmaster canceled Quidditch, but maybe we can find some interesting stuff over there. At the very least, that almost looks like a hamlet, but probably, since it's still part of Hogwarts grounds, probably something more like a ticket booth. I don't know. We will find out, though. Okay, we're kind of double backing, just because I'm curious. We took a much higher path to get there than I thought, so I'm wondering what's on the lower path. Other than lots of lootable type stuff. Oh, got some more leeches. And quite a bit of water I don't feel like dealing with. Not seeing any of the diving spots particularly. No. So this must have just been a path that I couldn't quite see from where we were. In fact, that's the bridge that we took to leave out of the south exit. Got 5 galleons. And it doesn't seem like we can actually sell any of this stuff, so we're just kind of collecting it to have it. I'm sure they'll be useful. I don't want to spend too long exploring around here just because I feel like there isn't much. And nope. And there could easily be more, but for now this will do. Yeah, this path seems to kind of dead end at the lake, or originate from the lake. Doesn't make too much sense to originate there, so it's got to have an origination point, or an origin point rather. Sounded like something happened. Spooked all the birds. Probably me, but it's also getting dark. Okay, so that's the origin path. It's just a little offshoot from Hogwarts. But we can kind of check this area out for now. So it looks like a classroom almost.
Revelio.
There's a lot of locks. So I don't think we'll be doing much here yet. Yeah, I think the lockpick spell is something we definitely need to figure out. Yeah, it looks like that whole area is locked off. Can we get a closer view of the Quidditch grounds? Unless we find a gate. I believe this wall is beyond our abilities at the moment. Probably nothing, but... Indeed. I did get them. Okay. Pick up these ones. They take so long to gather, it almost feels like I'm walking past without them being picked up unless I watch it. Well, that looks like it could be an entrance. Not one designed to be an entrance, but...
Revelio.
Let's see if this door can be opened. It can. It looks like there's a chest that we might have access to. For 75 galleons. Excellent. There's something blue over here. Alright, kinda need all that to go away. Oh, I think we need some kind of astronomy thing for this. And yep, that seems to be the end of this path. I could drop down.
Revelio.
But I don't think there's any reason to. Oh, wait. Maybe. Just had to position the camera right for that one. Here we go. Oh, it's another downgrade. That's fine though. We can sell it off. And since we're here, we might as well finish our little walk. See what we see. It looks like if we continue along this path, we'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
But there's something on the upper section, which I'm not sure exactly how we'll get to. I don't think we can jump across. But we're definitely much closer to the grounds, or the... We're certainly a lot closer to the field than we were. No, we need to find a way up. Probably need the broom or something to fly up there. And that could have answered our problems in those spider ruins as well.
Revelio.
In fact, maybe we should wait till we have a broom to fully explore some of this stuff. Especially because, yeah, this is...
Black hadn't cancelled it, we wouldn't be looking for the blasted thing in the first place.
Where are you?
You're
Rebellious.
saying it wrong. Ugh, Revelia.
Much better.
Oh, shut up. Wait. Accio. Ugh. He's ruined my entire school year. I hope a puffskein goes up his nose and snatches his brain.
It'd poison the poor beast.
What sort of headmaster doesn't allow sports? Deserves to be in Azkaban. That'd suit him.
Ah, if Black was in Azkaban, I should pity the Dementors. The man has no soul to take. Besides, Azkaban wouldn't suit Black. Not enough mirrors.
Truer words were never spoken.
Yeah, I think we need a broom to more fully explore. However, maybe in Hogsmeade we'll find the answer. So we are going around Hogwarts. And I believe if we continue along this path, this actually might have been the way we left it initially on our first trip to Hogsmeade. Yep, this kind of looks familiar when me and Natty came through. However, the Merlin trial, it's not up there, is it? It is not. But there's a flue flame in the Mooncalf Den. We're not interested in heading that way, though. This road's a lot lonelier at night. Hopefully this trip to Hogsmeade will be worth it. And it's not quite empty. There are some people about. That kind of sounded like spiders.
Revelio.
Or maybe not.
Someone having a pet troll and not much else.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those annoying plants. I definitely heard what sounded like one of the poachers around me. Let's see if that leads me where I need to go. Not quite, but it is around here. Like through here a little ways. Okay, it's another one of these. I think I cast Accio on those as well.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
However, this time there almost looks like a trail of them.
Accio.
Probably going to lead me to some kind of combat, I would imagine. Or maybe it'll lead me to something good.
Merlin himself would be proud.
I do kind of want to continue up that path and check what's up there, though.
Revelio.
As well as a couple of Revelios.
Figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. Enough dumb beasts for everyone. Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders.
You better be a beast.
Protect Laura Treadwell's guardian angel.
Accio.
Pathetic.
Afraid to take a hit, are you?
Potato.
Admiral Trick.
Incendio.
Oh, Incendio
It's a bit
is not
like,
good for me.
Brinker. Stupid one. You're gonna have to stop that. I don't have all day. Incendio.
Still not good for me.
Your poaching days are over.
Barely survived that one. Lower level cloak. Lower level robe. There we go. Upgraded outfit. Take a look at that in a little bit.
Revelio.
Anything else? No. So it did lead us to something, but nothing fun. However, this is a trail. Let me just verify something. Merlin trial. Yep, would have led us right to this trail if those poachers weren't there. So I imagine this will be a worthwhile exploration. 2 paths. Another battle.
Revelio.
Oh, come on. That works. Anything good in the chest? Some rugged dueling gloves.
Revelio.
Let's see what goes further up the path. Certainly something.
Revelio.
Maybe this will take us to that mooncalf den, which isn't where I wanted to go. But if there is a path going there, it'd be nice to know about. For later. Well, that looks like collection updated Jobbernall. What's the deal with these little guys?
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
I don't want to hurt them necessarily. Must be some mechanic I don't know about yet.
Revelio.
Oh, found herself a little chest. And the path continues. And therefore, so do I. In fact, it looks like we're almost to the top of some hills. Definitely going the wrong direction, I know that much, but... Oh, hello.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, you are most welcome.
Revelio.
But yep, this is definitely the mooncalf den. Not the direction I wanted to go. It also turns out this isn't the sprint that I thought it was. This is. Kind of run around like a lunatic. Not a whole lot faster. But I'll try to remember to use it more. And I'm sure I'll be introduced to that mechanic at some point. Anything of value up here? I doubt we can make this. Or maybe we can. Oh boy, I'm gonna fall to my death. Okay, now this just further goes off into the wilderness. Not what we're interested in at the moment. So we'll head back to the path. We got our Merlin trial. See if anything else kind of unlocked with the map. There was something else we could have explored there. The mooncalf den itself. Not too concerned. And yeah, if we would have kept going along this path, probably would have taken us to the Caro ruins, which is not where we need to go. It also kind of looks like the edge of the world. Perhaps. Oh, for a minute I thought the sun was coming up. It may be soon, but not yet. We could go pick up some more of these fireflies. Oh wait, I think we already did. Yeah. Those are the ones close to the Merlin trial. So back to the path, and then back to Hogsmeade. Some kind of owl or eagle. Oh, there's the Forbidden Woods. Let's see what that looks like on the map. Yeah. Kind of a wooded region. Depending on how deep you wanted to go, there is quite a bit there. But not what we're looking for at the moment. See if we can't catch up with that cart. I doubt there'll be anything special.
These rocks have seen better days.
Yeah, it's just one of those enchanted carts. Doesn't even have anybody driving it. This here.
Revelio.
It's hiding something.
Incendio.
Oops. Not quite what I expected to happen. A rustic sleeping cat. It's another upgrade. Now these I can do something with.
Accio.
Question is what and why? It's probably that I could just move them out of the way instead of blowing myself up like I did. Oh, there's a diving spot. And it's not too far out of the way. Let's go ahead and give that a look. It started going as a little diving animation. That was kind of neat. I wasn't quite high enough to fully utilize it. An elegant formal uniform. That doesn't look half bad. Well, from the thumbnail. Oh, but here's a sack I think we can loot. There's some galleons. And I think I disintegrated that rock. Alright. Back to the task at hand. I suppose gear upgrades are always worth it. It's another little path.
Revelio.
Thought maybe there's some lore to this single solitary bench. See about collecting some of this stuff. Oh, there's a path to the lake. Don't have anything going on there yet. I think that was where we first encountered Moonstone. Hello, kitty. And it looks like we're almost there. I can say we've survived our trek so far. Barely. Oh, those toad school caps weren't even really visible. Just the collection point for him was. Yeah, and like I said before, there's still plenty of side stuff around here. I just kind of need a little bit more reason to explore it. Like whatever that is. A puffskein den. There'll probably be some reason for that later. Apparently there's a field guide page. We must have missed it when we slightly stepped outside. Like the environment and all that. Oh, there's the cart that was headed to Honeydukes. Yep, there's the entrance. We'll go try to collect that Revelio page, wherever it might have been. Nope. Looks like we're going in here first. Oh, that sounded like Revelio page. I don't think it was the page.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade, the only all-wizarding village in Britain. Hogsmeade has been a favorite haunt of Hogwarts students for 3rd years and up for centuries. Making some progress there.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
And even though it's nighttime, this place should still have some kind of activity. Olivander's, I think is... Oh no, that's Tomes and Scrolls. Oh. Heard another field guide page. Right here. Caradwyn's Precarious Cauldrons. This precariously stacked set of cauldrons outside Caradwyn's advertises the shop's wares. It should be noted that stacking cauldrons in this fashion, while admittedly eye-catching, is ill-advised for anyone wishing to brew a potion of any intended effect. Okay, I didn't even notice that. If it wasn't for the field guide page, I would have completely missed it. So Olivander's... I mean, it is nighttime right now, so he's probably not waiting for us. Or he is.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Sounds intriguing.
Of course, Mr. Olivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why did he steal it?
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Why that wand?
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh yes, it's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Olivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
Why don't you continue searching the Owlery?
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand-maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes, and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Well, it just so happens we've also been there before.
Revelio.
Oh, my exploration gets the best of me again.